Hello friends, welcome back once again to my video tutorial. This is Lipsa again with you. So in my last video, I have described how we can create a simple Maven project by using IntelliJ IDEA. So today we will learn how we can create a Spring Boot project by using IntelliJ IDEA. So as you know, we have two versions of IntelliJ IDEA. One is Ultimate Edition, other is Community Edition. So you can see here I have opened the Community Edition of IntelliJ IDEA, that is 2023. Okay, so this is the open source ID here, but that ultimate edition of IntelliJ is not open source. It is a paid tool, but you can use it as a 30 days free trial. Okay, so I'll show you in both the edition how we can create a Spring Boot project. Clear? So now first let me quickly create a Spring Boot project by using this community edition of IntelliJ IDEA. So as you can see, so in this ID I have already created a project, Maven project. That's why you can see this screen. Else you'll see the new project open and get from VCS in this center. Okay. So here we have the option new project, open and get from VCS. So if I click on this new project in this community edition of IntelliJ, you can see we don't have any option to create a Spring Boot project. So we have like Maven Archive, Java FX, Kotlin, Compose Multi-Platform, ID plugin and Android. So we don't have the option for Spring Boot starter project here. Okay, so what we'll do? Can't we create a Spring Boot project in IntelliJ Community Edition then? No, we can do that, but in a alternative way. So I'll tell you how we can do that. So let me go to my browser. So you know, to create a Spring starter project, we have a very beautiful tool like Spring Initializer. Okay, so let me go to the Spring Initializer. So this is the Spring Initializer, startspring.io. Let me go there. So here you can choose your language, you can give the project type, then version, then your artifact ID, group ID to create a Spring Boot project. So I'll choose the language as Java. Okay, then Maven. Okay, of course we are going to the Maven project, then Maven. Then this is the Spring Boot version 3.1.0. I go with this default version. Then project metadata like what is your group ID, what is your project name and artifact ID. So here group ID is com.example. I'll leave it as is. If you want, you can change your group ID as well. And the artifact, I'll give the project name like Spring Boot demo project. Okay, this is my artifact. Also, I'll give the name of the project same as the artifact ID. So now my package is like com.example.springboot demo project. Okay, and the packaging style is jar. So if you want, you can go for var as well. So I go with jar. Then the Java version 17 is chosen by default. So I'll go with this 17 version. So now what else? Now we'll add the dependencies. So whatever dependencies you required for your Spring Boot project, you can add your dependencies by click on this add dependencies. So for this is a simple Spring Boot project. Only I make the Spring web. So I'll select the Spring web. So if you require any database connection for this project, you can choose MySQL driver here and Spring Data JPA as well. Spring Data JPA. Then you can choose Lombok dependencies as well. So like this you can add to your dependencies. So I just need only Spring Web. That's why I have added only Spring Web dependencies. Then what we'll do? We just click on this generate button to generate our project. So let me click on this button. So here you can see Spring Boot demo project is created. So let me go to the folder. So this is in my download folder. So let me extract this project here itself. If you want to put this project in any other directory, you can do that. So I'll just put it here in my download. Clear so far? So we have created a Spring Boot simple project by using Spring Initializer. Now what else? What we'll do with the IntelliJ IDEA? So let me go to the IntelliJ IDEA. Now I'll open this project what we created just now in this IntelliJ IDEA. So I have already mentioned earlier that if you want to open an existing project in IntelliJ IDEA, we go with this open option. So I click on this open. Then I browse where my project is kept. So I have kept my project in my download folder. So I'll go here, users, Lipsa. Then inside my downloads folder, I have my project Spring Boot demo project. So I'll choose this project, then click here OK. So it will take some time to scan the project. Scanning is still going on. Okay. you can click here to load Maven project. Let me click here to load the Maven project. Okay, as it is a Maven project, it is building this project to resolve all the dependencies present inside our form.xml. Okay, so resolving Maven dependencies is going on. Okay, so as you can see, now the build is completed. So let me go to my project, Spring Boot demo project. Let me expand this one. So here, this is the project structure. SRC, in SRC we have main and test. So let me expand this main. Inside main we have the Java and resources folder. So in Java we have this packaging com.example.spring boot demo project. Inside this we have the main class, which is Spring Boot demo project application. Okay, so this is the main class. So also we have form.xml. Here we have added only Spring Boot starter web. You can see here Spring Boot starter web is there and the Java version is 17. So now let me quickly add one controller here, REST controller, to check this application. So let me add a Java class, hello controller. Okay, so this is my hello controller. So I will annotate this one as @REST controller, as I am going to expose one REST endpoint from this controller. So @REST controller. Then I will just add one simple method here. Public string say hello. Okay, so this is my method. So I will return one string from this method, hello world. Here, so this is my get endpoint. So I will annotate this method as what get mapping and give a endpoint here, that is hello. So this is a simple REST controller which will return me hello world in the response. Clear? So let me quickly run this application. So to run this application, we need to run this Spring Boot main class. So let me run this one. So you can see my application is up and running and the Tomcat default port, that is 8080. If you want, you can also change your port in your Spring Boot application. So let me go to my browser to read this endpoint, localhost 8080. Localhost colon 8080/hello. So it will return me hello world in the response. Okay. So that's how we can create a simple Spring Boot application by using Spring Initializer, and we can import it to our IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition, and we can write our code snippet inside it. Okay. So as I mentioned in the beginning, I'll show you how we can create the Spring Boot application in both IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition as well as Ultimate Edition. So let me show you how we can create a Spring Boot project using Ultimate Edition. So in Ultimate Edition, it will provide us some more extra features than this Community Edition. As it is a paid version, of course it will provide us some extra features. So this is my IntelliJ IDEA Ultimate version. Let me open this Ultimate Edition of IntelliJ IDEA. I'll show you how we can create a Spring Boot project here. So this is the Ultimate 2023 IntelliJ IDEA. Let it open. Okay, so here you can see this project I have already created by using this ID. That's why this list of project is showing over here. So but we want to create a new project, Spring Boot project, by using this ID. So let me click here in the new project. So there in our Community Edition we have only this Maven ArcType, then we have Java Apex, all those things, isn't it? But here you can see there is plenty of project creation option is there. Like you can create a Spring Initializer project, you can create Java Apex, Micronaut, Kotlin, so many options, React project as well, Angular. So you can create so many projects by using IntelliJ Ultimate Edition. So what is our objective? We need to create a Spring starter project. So we go with this Spring Initializer. So what exactly that Spring Initializer does here, we can do these things by using this one as well. Okay, so we'll click on this Spring Initializer. So you can see this is the project name we can provide here. So let's say I am giving the project name like Spring Boot. Same project name I am giving Spring Boot demo project. So this is the location where my project will be kept. So if you want, you can browse this location and change your location. So then, of course, we are going to create a project in Java language. So we'll select Java. Then the build type is Maven. We'll go with this Maven. Then the group, I'll keep the group as is com.example. Then artifact, Spring Boot demo project, and the package name is com.example.spring boot demo project. Okay. So JDK version, you can select 17. Okay. And Java 17 packaging is Jar. Okay. Then we can click here next. Okay. So here in the dependencies, you can select all your dependencies, whatever needed for your project. Okay. Like we did here. Let me close this one. Let me go to my browser. So like we did here by using add dependencies button. Okay. So similar things we can do here also. Let me search for Spring Web. Okay. You can tick this one. Spring Web is added in your dependency list. So you can search for other dependencies what you need for a project, like let's say I want MySQL driver. So you can select MySQL driver here. You can select Lombok. You can select Lombok dependencies. So whatever dependencies needed for your project, you can add here and it will add it to your dependencies list. Okay. So for this project, I only need the Spring OS because I am going to create a simple project after I selected the Spring OS. So let me click here to create my project. Okay, so project building is going on. This is the help file. Let me close this one. Click here to load Maven project. Scanning is going on. It will take some time. Just wait for it. It will result all the dependencies by building this project. Okay, whatever dependencies we have added in the form.xml, that will download from the Maven central repository. It is not present in your local repository. So that will take some time. Okay, so now our project is built successfully. Okay, so let me go to this SRC folder. So in the main we have Java resources. In Java we have the packaging like this, com.example Spring Boot demo project and Spring Boot demo project application. This is the Spring Boot main class. Okay, similarly here also you can create a hello controller, new Java class. Here you can create your hello controller. Okay, so same thing I'll do. Let me just go there in my community edition and copy paste whole thing. Okay, so this is my hello controller. Let me run this main class. You can run right click this one or you can run from here also. Okay, let me run this one. Okay, so we are getting the error. What is that? Web server failed to start. Port 8080 was already in use. Okay, so in my community edition, this port 8080 is already running. So that's why we are getting this error. So if you want, you can change your port number for this project or just go there and stop this application so that this port 8080 will be available for this project. Okay, so application stop here. Let me run this again. You can do this, or in the application.properties file, you can simply change your server port from the default port to any port. Okay, server.port is equal to anything you can give. Okay, see now. So my application started on port 8080. Okay, so let me go to my browser again and pick this endpoint as we have given the same endpoint here also. So hello world is written here. So I hope you understand how we can create a Spring Boot project and also add dependencies by using both the edition of IntelliJ IDEA. One is Community Edition and other is Ultimate Edition. So in Ultimate Edition, we have the provision to create a Spring Initializer project by using the IDEA. But in Community Edition, we have certain limitations. But we can use the Community Edition to develop our Spring Boot application. We can just simply go to the Spring Initializer and create our project and open that project by using IntelliJ Community Edition. So that's it for today's video guys. See you in my next video. Till then, thanks for watching. Thank you.